So we're at Yarmouth Stadium. To my right is the stadium, to my left, quite handily, is an airfield, and my esteemed co-presenter, Mr. Roger Bromley, is currently flying in to land just there, which is very, very good. There you go, all nice and safe. So we're at Yarmouth for day 2 of the tarmac weekender. We're going to chat to some drivers in the pits pre-meeting. We're going to run 2/3 today because the track is very tight and very narrow, and we'll catch up with some of the drivers throughout the course of the meeting.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life.
Mark Howard, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Right, it was really sunny over there.
Yep.
Why is it cold?
Yeah.
You live here?
Yeah, it's a shithole.
Right, so we've spoken to you a few times throughout the course of the year, coming to Formula One, and as we know, you live 10 minutes from the track.
I live literally just over there. I can hear the track from my house.
Okay.
If I'm in the garden, I can hear stuff.
Brilliant.
So
it made sense, absolutely, for you to race this weekend. However, on an alien surface to what you've kind of been doing this season in terms of Shell in Formula One.
yeah, I've been around this track thousands of times, but always going the other way.
Yeah.
So it's all new to me. But it's a shale car, so we're coming in for seat time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be the quickest, but we're getting some laps in. I'm playing with the car,
Yeah.
understanding what does what with the car, and just trying to learn some
Yeah.
more really, because I think we're only 8-9 meetings in still.
Yeah, because you've had a bit of a break, because we did quite a few meetings at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
bit of a break. Was that engine?
Yeah, we had engine issues. We've had engine issues. Then it's done the gearbox as well.
Okay.
We've done the diff. We've done all sorts of issues.
So you're kind of working your way through every fundamental running
it's
part of the car.
nearly a brand new car. So yeah, come this way.
Hello, you.
Say
What's
hi.
your name?
Coming in. Ready?
You need to be. You're on that video there now.
This is
You're
Miles,
super
say hi.
famous. Hello. Starstruck.
talking to
So we did Ipswich last night,
Yeah.
which is first time on tarmac in Formula One.
Yeah.
How did you find Ipswich?
That was really good. We
Yeah.
were very off pace.
Yes.
We tweaked the car a bit and got somewhere near.
Yeah.
But the cars are so different. I never understood it, and now I've been there, looked around everyone else's cars. I now understand it
Yeah.
a lot more and understand the cars a lot more.
In terms of the difference between tarmac and shale.
Yeah,
And what
and then with that I'm learning more as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of this year will just be learning.
Yes.
And then we're going to make decisions what we're going to do next year.
Yeah.
We'll be sticking with F1s, but regards what we're going to do, surface cars, etc.
Yeah.
Just learning and getting some spares,
Yeah.
some stock and knowledge really.
Yeah, I think, certainly watching you last night, very, very obvious, shell car and tarmac, we know that. But I think as the night progressed, you could see that pace increasing and going, all right, okay, yeah, you're getting that.
That's the main thing. If the pace is increasing, we're making the right choices. Which in the previous formulas we'd have done that and that'd have been wrong, and everything's alien, completely alien. So, but everyone did like the top signs. Look at the fins.
I like that.
That's 1980 all right, that, isn't it?
I love it.
I ain't got a tarmac ring, so we just chopped up an old top sign. That'll do.
I like it. And we're in Yarmouth. It is a long way, I guess, traditionally from where Bristol Formula One normally race. However, fantastic stadium, and great to potentially show it to new people who could then go on and travel and watch Formula Ones.
There's some brilliant racing here.
Yeah.
If it rains, if we have a little shower, it'll be so slippery.
Yeah.
And if anyone gets loaded up, like I'm front of Blues, if I get loaded up, I'm going in.
Yeah.
You're hanging off a post, but that's a proper racing track. This is, it's tight. When it's wet, it's slippery as hell, and you've got to drive it here. Ipswich is an easier track.
Yes.
This one will be more of a driver's track.
Yeah.
and I'm sure the top boys now will shine through, but a lot of them haven't ever been here, I guess, have they?
No, not at all. No.
What is it?
Stock car.
Yeah.
Do you like stock cars now?
You like stock cars? Yeah.
Good.
F1?
You need to. You'll
Yeah.
be spending a lot of time watching them.
When he starts, I'll retire.
Yeah. Michael, it's great to talk to you. I'm glad you've got a 10-minute journey home, which is lovely for you.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hello, Ken Thornton.
Hi.
Yarmouth.
Yeah, long way from home. But
Long
yeah.
way from home.
This is actually really nice facility, so it's good.
Yeah, first time I've ever been. Really impressed with the stadium. Track's very, very tiny. You've raced before here, minis, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we did a few Thursday nights here, a long time ago. Didn't do very well actually. Yeah, we're having a good day so far.
We won Heat 1.
I have, yeah. First win from Superstar, so obviously that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so still a long way to go today. So yeah, going to keep working at it.
I think, obviously the track is very tricky in terms of post and rope, tight, narrow, and then we had a massive downpour of rain, so it's like, right, let's make it a little bit more trickier for everybody.
No, yeah, it was very last minute, wasn't it? And I was a bit bit annoyed I was in Heat 1 actually, because I could have had more time to make a decision. But yeah, luckily we made the right one, and I think we went really well then.
Yeah, very good, very quick. Right, grip-wise, would there be grip on the outside? Because in the race, all the water's on the inside.
Yeah.
It's dry on the outside. There's no rubber on the outside, so would it have been quicker to go on the outside? Because we can't do that because we're too
Well,
close
I
to the
noticed
fence.
in practice, obviously they got the dog track around the outside,
Yes.
and there was like a fine layer of dust, and as soon as you came off the line, it was, I mean, you're in trouble really.
Right, okay.
But then, there was a puddle down the bottom end, so turn 2, coming off. I mean, on the start, I realised what it was, so I jumped to the outside. I think Tom tried to get on the inside, and obviously, I don't know if he spun himself or what happened.
It is. It's been inexperienced,
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
down the bottom, it was actually better to run around the outside, but down here, it's close to the curb as possible.
Yeah. Good. Ipswich last night.
Yeah.
Going Superstar again. So it's coming from the back at Ipswich, it's a long way to the front, but a good set of results at Ipswich.
Yeah. Kept my average of 40 up, so that's that's why we come racing. No. Yeah, Ipswich evens the playing field. I find like Ipswich, Hendersfield, and I imagine probably Venray really evens the field up. So without any yellow flags, it's a struggle. It's like in the heat, I felt like I'd overtook every car, and there was still 5 cars to go. But yeah, we obviously had a yellow flag in the final, but third in the final.
Yeah, the final was good, absolutely good. And you've got Frank who won it, and Ant was in second, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So you kind of your 3 superstars actually, and good 3. Right, last question. Why are you? This is tarmac today, and you look like you've been racing Shay up.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the shoot actually.
I like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, car's an absolute mess. So hopefully I can rope my dad into cleaning it for me.
Why? Why? I've seen you riding around the pits. What have you been doing riding around the pits for?
I just thought it'd be really fun to go through some puddles.
Yeah.
Get Kings Lynn in October when it's nice and wet, get a feel for it.
I like this. I like this shootout preparation, Callum. Thanks so much, and good luck for the rest of the meeting.
Thank you very much.
I'm here at Yarmouth with Katherine, who's just won the heat, and I don't know whether you know, but there's actually loads of flies here. Loads and loads of flies, but there's no flies on you because you went ahead and...
I like that, Roger.
Yeah, do you like that?
I like that, yeah.
How did it go for you?
It was alright, but to be honest, I did drive a bit of a plank to start with. So obviously you had that one dry line as soon as you get off it, especially in turn 1 and 2, it was just pure greasy. So I did give it away a few times, and if Joe hadn't have gone in harder on that last bend, I wouldn't have had him. But
So what you guys need to know is that Joe and Katherine were having a right ding dong all the way through. It was fair all the way, no big hits or anything. It was just little nibbles. For a while, you actually lost quite a bit of gap to him, didn't you? A couple of car lengths, but then you managed, as the laps rolled in, you managed to, and then the last lap. But it wasn't. So you didn't batter him, did you?
no, that's it. Me and Joe, we always have good, hard, fair races, and that's what you want to see, isn't it? And it makes it more enjoyable racing for yourself as well, not just driving off. So no, it was a nice top car race, and it was good to come out with a win.
So why didn't you get him earlier? What was holding you back in the race car?
To be honest, it was me more than anything.
Right.
That felt really good. But it's so tricky to try and get on somebody properly here when it's greasy without messing yourself up. I could see Frank and Tom coming as well, so I didn't want to do anything silly and mess us both up for them to come at the inside. So it was just sort of biding my time, and then the hard ride was trying, I was making mistakes. So,
and if you just go a little bit offline, as you say, there's no traction or there's no grip in the bend, and so and that makes life quite tricky.
Exactly.
And it made it tricky for Joe as well.
Yeah, 100%. And like you can see it on the track where the dry line is, and coming off turn 2, especially at the start, if you got your foot on the throttle, you were just spinning everywhere. So it's just a case of trying to save your tyres and just focus and get it right every lap. So.
And you won the national last night as well, of course. It's going quite. You've bundle of points for you this weekend.
Yeah, it was needed, to be honest. I mean, I've had a shocking start to the season. That's why I'm down to blue. But no, it's nice to get some points under the belt and a few wins. So yeah, hopefully we carry it on for the rest of the day.
Well, we'll see. We should see what happens in the final. Well done anyway, Katherine. Always a pleasure. Bless you, Angel. So I've got the very lovely Joe Nicholls, who's as always a very happy. Now today, nobody's been tapped.
Oh yeah.
Have they?
You know how many people keep coming up to me and asking if I've been tapped?
Yeah.
So
I can't think.
as long as I'm known
that.
for something, I'll take that. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it.
We have just been speaking to Katherine Harris because she won the race, but you had a great race with her. Before we get on to anything else, just talk to me about why she won and you didn't.
I cocked up at the end, basically, excuse me French, but yeah, I just caught the curb. I thought she was going to come in, so I tried to run a bit deep and messed it up. We learn from it, we go again. I don't think enough Tom Harris cars have won this weekend, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to let another one win.
I did complain to her about that.
No, sorry, you know,
Do you
driver
think,
mistake.
Did you think you got a bit, not giddy, but just
I
over?
see it coming, and then you just try and ride a hit, don't you? And then it didn't come, and then you look like a fool. But another day you look like a hero, don't you? But
and of course she didn't whack you wide, or not that wide, so you were able to come through into second place, weren't you?
In fairness, my best mate in the box, who always docks me, and I hope he watches this, docks me anyway. So it did me a favour being second.
So what happened? Where did you end up?
Fourth. So.
And what's that all about?
I don't know. He's done me for going over the curb. But,
and is there a rule here?
I think it's the third time he's done me, so I hope he's watching.
And did you go over the curb?
I don't know. I didn't question it. But
Okay.
I'm just glad I didn't win because I'd be really upset. Hey, it is what it is. It's racing it.
Well,
one day you're a hero, one day you're not. But you know, it is what it is.
And more importantly, I think you had the race in the bag for quite some time.
Thank you.
Did you not quite think there was something not quite right? Or was
it just went off at the end of it. I'm still.
I thought you were losing a little bit of
shockers
grip.
like a bit softer for the wet, and as it was drying, I was just getting a little bit pushier, and I just weren't quite on it right at the end. But you know,
and hence
no excuses. I messed it up at the end, but you know, we move on. Don't we? It is what it is. There's nothing we can do. Smile and wave.
You smile very nicely.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank
ever
you.
so much for your time.
No
Joe.
worries.
Bless you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You did very, very well in that. Because it looked at one point like Katherine kind of passed you and gone, then actually we were back in and it was
I mean, to start with, Katherine were flying. She come past me, and I know she's been quick, so I didn't want to bother her around. You know, we were running nice, and I was just following around. She'd pulled away from me, and then the yellows come out, which I didn't really want the yellows because we'd gone. We were 1, 2, and 3, and we were gone. And
with James Hall and Katherine.
No, thank you.
Right, thank you.
Spot on. But yeah, we were going well, and the yellows come out. So I was a bit gutted, and then we set off, and we managed to get the gap back again. But Katherine and James had a little tangle. I think it was down that bottom end, and I snuck up the inside, and I was expecting Katherine to come back past because she was quicker than me at the start. But I think mine came on a bit. It was a little bit pushy to start with, and then as the rear tyres warmed up, it started to corner really nicely. And then it was just smooth sailing. I managed to get a gap, and I was looking in my mirrors, and I couldn't see anyone for a long time. So I was taking it nice and steady, and just looking after it, and really happy.
Obviously, car that you built. I mean, like this weekend, you were quick last night, Ipswich. Bit of bad luck in the final.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it's been quick all weekend.
The heats yesterday, I was trying something different, and it wasn't really working. So I swapped it back for the final and set off really well in that. And I was getting through the yellows, and are we allowed to swear on this?
Yes.
I fucked it up. I washed out towards the fence because I thought I'd passed the car completely, but his nose was still there, and I should have left him room, and I didn't. You know, my bad, it happens. We tangled, ripped both wings off, but it was all very cosmetic damage.
There was worse than what it actually was.
There wasn't a buckled wheel on
Roger.
the car. There's Roger.
I mean, what a way to go. To come and go. Anyway.
He's got style, I'll give him that. But yeah, no, it probably should have done a lot better yesterday, but it is what it is. You have them meetings, and then we come here today, and to win the final, I'm really happy with.
And in terms of family performance, obviously Dad final last night, you final today, it's a great weekend for the
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
it's a Wayman weekend, that's good. I mean, he was third in that as well. He's been flying around, and I think he's just won the qualifying points, which is good. You know, he can pick wherever he wants to go now, and I think, I'll have definitely made it into a semi now. I didn't have many points, I hadn't done many meetings, so I'm happy.
Good. And thoughts on the track? It's great, it's a great stock car track.
I really like it. I mean, it's always a bit daunting when you see post and wire, especially with these cars nowadays. You know that we've got a lot of money in them, and it's the next time out's the British. So if you've got your car fairly dialed in, you don't want to be ripping axles out and stuff like that. But everyone's been very sensible. It's a good group of drivers, and I don't know if there's a bit of a mutual agreement as we're not going to take it too silly. There's not many cars on track, which helps. I don't think you'd want many cars than what we've had out on track.
So the track looked full, but each race there's been stock car racing throughout. You know, like Frank and Tom in that one were like trading places lap after lap. In the previous heat they were, and it's that's what you want to see. It's stock car racing.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to also point out that I'm not actually a yellow top. I am a blue top. before everyone kicks off.
Would that be Danny? Because obviously you know we have a bit of rivalry in the garage, right?
It's mainly me, Danny and Carl. We have a bit of a thing going about who wins the most races each season, and my dad's never involved in it because he always beats all of us, so there's no point in involving him.
You're excluded.
It's me, Danny and Carl, and at the minute I'm winning that little rivalry, but
good.
As soon as I mention how many races they've won, I go, oh, what grade did you win it from? So
blue.
They won't give you anything, because they're starting a grade further back, they won't give you anything, but it is what it is. I'll still take a final win.
I think you should take a final win, bro. And listen, great result and great weekend, so massive well done. Thank you very much.
Very happy, thank you.
James, hello.
How do?
I want to talk to you because up until the end of Ipswich, you weren't coming here.
No.
And you've had a very good day, like a really good day.
Yeah, my dad's said for probably the past 2 months, you're not doing Yarmouth. Because it's post and wire. He goes on holiday on Tuesday for a week, which if you get wrapped on one of them posts, it's a back axle delete package at least. And to be fair, we're looking forward to Hennigsford for the British with this new motor. She seems to be going good.
Yeah. Ipswich last night was really good, but today in particular, you took a heat win. Running up there in the final, and was it flat that kind of cost you towards the end of the race?
Yeah, obviously there's not like 14 yellows which you normally get at Skeg, which is nice to not be a cannonball at turn 1 for once. But obviously there's a lot of fast drivers, especially on tarmac these days. Whether you're white, blue, red superstar, you're all there or thereabouts.
It's all right getting a good start, but you just know there's always going to be yellows in a stock car race. And as soon as it come out, I knew, right, here we go, it was deja vu. Katherine and Teddy me in the mirror. And,
which has been all day, hasn't it?
Yeah, and to be fair to him, I've got a lot of respect for Katherine, a lot of respect for Ted, and we do race fairly.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not the same as like first corner at skate where you all bounce off. Here you don't, you just stay there, don't you? So, no, fair play to them for playing nice, and yeah, it's been good racing all round today.
It has, and I think that's been the real kind of thing that stuck out for me, is it's not just been follow my leader, it's been absolutely stock car racing every single bend, but just not massive hits. It's been respectful, and people have been racing within
it's how it should be.
Track.
It's like it's proper racing. All right, fair enough. A lot of fans want to see someone wrap around a post, but as a driver and this and other, I really don't fancy it.
No.
So it's been nice and fair, and yeah, good racing for once. It's nice.
So glad you came.
I am, yeah, but they're still national, yeah.
No, they are. Do you not want to cut your losses now?
No. To be fair, I think the only damage we've had today is a puncher, which I'll take that. And like you say, we had a 5th, 1st, and an 8th. Points make prizes. We're already in a semi, but you watch, all these points will probably put us at odds, son. And the old girl will come out on Shale once again. We'll see.
Which is good. I mean, we'd like to see you on Shale. I think just going back to what you said about Skegness, and is it different because at Skegness you kind of like there's 10 yellows out there and you're going, right, I need to break away, and everybody thinks the same thing, so you're all battering each other, bend 1, bend 2. Is that, and it's different?
My mentality here is just to try beat Daz Kitson off the line, and that's all I've got to worry about. Whereas at Skeg, when you're like 7th row inside or outside in your own grade, it's like, right, I want to be top 3 yellow coming out of this bend, so you keep your footing. Whereas here it's more a bit like, I don't want to say hot laps, but in a way it is. You don't have to worry as much about going in hard or getting hit hard and having to ride it out. But no, it's been good. It
has. I think it's a great stadium, and I think that it'd be great to come back again. And I think maybe a few more people go. Actually, people who haven't come today because concerned about damage or whatever might go, do you know what? We can do that. We can race Yarmouth and have a good meeting.
But then obviously the factor of more cars, more carnage.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what fans want to see, innit? So it's one of them. You take it with a pinch of salt. You either want good racing or you want contact. And I know a lot of people in the pitch just want to have some good racing. You know what I mean? Go home in one piece. A lot of us have work tomorrow, and that's the main thing. Making sure you go there. Because if you don't earn the coin, you can't spend it.
Absolutely. This is James. Lovely to talk to you. Well done this weekend.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hi, Sophie.
How are you?
I'm loving the sunshine.
It's
loving the scenery.
We have had every weather. I think it's been good.
I've had my coat on, my coat off.
Yes. Welcome to Yarmouth.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
I really, really like it.
Told
really
you
like
would.
it. Yeah, you did.
I did.
You did. I think it's a beautiful stadium.
Yes.
Great facility. Track small. However, they've raced it really well.
That final was fantastic, wasn't it? There was a lot of bumper work.
Yeah.
We had 2 trains of thought with Yarmouth. People said, oh, everyone will get wrecked and take the fence out and all this, or no one will hit each other because they're afraid of going in the fence. Well, both are completely wrong.
Absolutely.
Because that was a proper stock car race.
Yeah.
Like you say, respectful. Tom and Frank, every bend, and not just them, but others as well. Brilliant race.
I think in that one, I didn't know who was going to win it. And I think I was talking to Roger, and it seems like quite a technically difficult track. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to get it right every single lap, every single bend. I didn't know who was going to win that at all. No idea.
It's consistency, isn't it? Because you go in for one hit, and a few drivers are getting a bit screw whiff, and then they've lost several seconds.
Yeah.
So it's been tactical. It's been tricky. It's been, I think, a brilliant meeting.
Yeah. I think so. Brilliant stock car meeting today. Really like it. I think we should come back again. I think we should. I think it's a great weekend in total.
Yes. Driver of the day so far?
Driver of the day so far. Yeah, we've still got a race left. I think James Hall Morton wasn't going to come.
Yes.
And then he spent every race with Tom, Frank, Katherine in his mirror, but drove really well.
Yeah.
I think he's been up there.
Yeah.
JJ, final win, damage last night. Do you know what I mean?
He's worked hard overnight. A lot of drivers did. Casey, I think, finished about 3:30 this morning, 4:30, he said. He went well in that.
Would he be up there for you?
Yeah, Casey. Michael Allard.
Yeah.
I think credit to him. Yes, it's just down the road for him, but that's not the point. He's a shale racer, never done tarmac before, and he's decided to take the plunge, do both meetings. He could have just done today, he's done both meetings. He hasn't been off the pace.
No, he's got quicker,
good.
hasn't he, throughout each meeting.
It's been good.
I spoke to him at the beginning, and he's kind of going, I'm using it as a bit of a test to go, do I want to do shell and tarmac next year? What does that look like? And figure it out. But just prove you can be reasonably competitive with a shell car, very shell car, on a tarmac track.
Exactly.
So all in all, big thumbs up for Ipswich and Yarmouth.
Yes, I am exceptionally happy, relieved. It's all good. And thank you. And the people have been so welcoming. Okay. That is one thing to say, you know, both at Ipswich, but here today, the track staff, everyone's just pleased to see us. Yeah, it's really nice.
Good.
Yeah,
the one downside, I'm going to put a slight negative in, that we've got a long journey home. Our fellow presenter has just left and he's got 45 minutes to get home. Here we only 45 minutes.
He's just hopped in his plane and sarcastically waved at all of us. So, but never mind. We can but dream.
Lovely. Weekend off, and then we are
British. It's all about the British.
Good. Hednesford, Sunday the
29th.
Good.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good. Look forward to that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care.